Good morning, collective. How are we all doing? We're going to get some messages here for you. I'm Italian Pink. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in archangels. I believe in angels. I believe in spirit guides. I believe in aliens of the highest white light. And I believe that we come from the stars. I could be wrong. I could be right. I do believe that there's a higher power and a higher purpose, and I'm here to do my job. And my job is to teach you to how to love yourself. So here we go. Let's start. Not that you don't love yourself. It's definitely positive if you do, but what I'm trying to explain to you is the more you date yourself and pour into yourself, the more things will go in your way, the more time you'll have to complete your birth chart. So, all right, it says find a replacement. And I think I had this one the other day. So it says, notice the verbiage that runs through your mind when you're being the most henniest to yourself and come up with a new and improved response. For example, if every time you look in the mirror, at first your thought is, yikes, my conscious effort is to change it to say, hi, gorgeous. Do not spend your life changing or clinging to the insulting decisions you've made about yourself. Instead, make the conscious choice to replace them with new and improved ones. And then remember, you are a badass. All right, let me get one yellow. Yellow, there's two. This is Jen Sincero, and she wrote a book, and I have not had a chance to read it. I plan to get it and read it, but I love her deck. She reminds us all to be badasses, and let's get her message. It says, we live in a world of limitless possibilities, and we do. Everywhere you go, there is always opportunities, whether you choose to see it or not. And so your message with that is you need to look around you. There's probably an opportunity around you, and you're not taking the time to ask questions or talk to the right people. Here's my Mean Girls deck. I think it's like upside down here. Mean Girls deck. I love this deck because it makes me think of the movie, and it's one of my favorite movies. We got the Six of Cups. So in this one, it looks like he's kind of trying to get away and she's just hugging at him. So I'm not sure what that one, I gotta look that one up. She's all happy. He looks happy. He just looks like they're running the Fool. So sometimes we're a fool because we think that things will... I just love that movie. It makes me think of the movie. We do not need that money. So, all right. One more. The Magician. Okay, wow. So, the Magician. So the Magician is, we are all magicians in our life. It's up to us to change our thoughts, words, and actions, right? So, what I'm getting from this, sorry, dropped my phone. What I'm getting from this is, some of you are dealing with somebody that might not, be reciprocating the love that you are trying to give them. And then or maybe they don't notice the things that you're trying to do and misleading them. They're confused because they're not sure if you're the one, but you are the one. They just don't realize that it's not that you aren't. It's that they haven't had time to figure out that it is. And but God's gonna do something, and Spirit's gonna do something that changes it, so that they see that, whoa, they are the one, you know. And then the Fool, like, Katie just looks so happy in the picture, and she got her little candy cane in her hand, and she just looks happy, and the lion's happy for her, and the birds are happy, and the sun is in the background. So I want you to keep on your path that you're doing, because it's the right path, and that your spirit and your guides are all watching over you and making light of the situation. So everything will come to light. And then the Magician is, you hold the power to change your destiny. So your destiny might be on the same path with God, but along the path we get off the path, and then our angels are there to put us back on the right path, right? And so when you're watching for your angel messages and your angel numbers, that's going to help guide you. I'm seeing number 1, so you might want to look for 111 today, which is use your intuition. It's also unity, so you will be coming back together with the person. But I want you to know that in tarot, just because of what we talk about love, it might not be a specific person. It could be your aunt, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your coworker, your far distant relative that you haven't seen or that you think of often, or it could be just you coming to go to God, to go to church. Like, it could also be that maybe a new job's coming in that really loved you, and you had an interview years ago, but that you're always on their mind. It could be that it's your best friend you haven't heard from in years, or your friend that you had a falling out with. And Magician, like, I keep coming back to that. Like, some of you are dealing with something that you think that you're stuck, but you're not. You're not thinking of the extra ways to get out of it. And they're giving, your angels and your ancestors and spirit guides are giving you messages. God's giving you messages. When you go to sleep, get a dream journal, write down your dreams, because you're going to remember what's going on. But what I can see here is, you're going to come together with your person that's been on your mind a lot lately. It might just be in passing, but it could be as a forever. But hang true to what your beliefs are, but always be adjustable in your beliefs, because a lot of times we just think so bad about people, and then guess what? God doesn't like that. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian, you go to church every single day, all day long. It does not matter. God says, okay, but you keep thinking bad about that person, so guess what? You're going to get karma for this. So, like, so I'm just going to tell a story because I was guided to tell a story. But when I went through my divorce, I used to think bad about people that smoked weed, right? But I come to find out the people that smoke weed were the ones that were there for me. So God's like, you're really judgmental. I needed to shake things up so you stop being judgmental. So God's going to do that. And guess what? Your angels have to help guide you, to put you on your path. So make sure you're talking to them. But my point of that is that we're really judgmental towards people, and we actually don't know what they're going through. We actually don't know what anyone's going through. Even if they're telling us, it doesn't mean they're really going through exactly what they're saying they're going through, because a lot of times we hide what we're going through because we don't want people to know what we're going through. Like, a lot of times I don't share what I'm going through because, it's too much. People don't need to know all that. And we really don't need to know all that. And so as you can see, we got the 6 of Cups, and that's what it was. I remember because this was like the beginning, and she had to say goodbye to her friend, and she's in Africa, and she loved him, and he was her like best friend, and they did everything together. So I can see you coming back with a friend, and then, wow, that message just totally came together. All right, and so you're probably dealing with a friend that you haven't talked to in a while, and this just fell out. It says, I love my face. I love to hear you're killing it. So you're killing it, and you're doing a great job, and I love your face. And 111 came out again. So it says confidence within yourself and motivates your own strength and decision making when opportunities arise are sent to your way. I'm connected to my higher self. And then let's see what other messages I have. If it comes out and I put it aside, it's because it's for me, not for you. It says find your love within, and it will guide you through all relationships. And that's true. That's so true. Oops, gorgeous. Got him, we got him, we got him. So how is our friend doing today? I keep going back to the Fool. Like, you're in the sun. You're killing it. You're doing a great job. We got eagle eye view. So you want to get an eagle's eye view. You want to stop being judgmental. You need to have an eagle's eye view. There might be something going on behind the scenes that you don't know about, that they're doing something amazing for you, but you are stuck in your head that no, will worry me. I'm like, all these things are bad. Meanwhile, all these great things are really going on because you've been doing the work that you were asked to do. And then library. Go to the library. Some of you need to go to the library. I think this message is for me too, but this is for you. Go to the library, learn your ancestry, figure out your ancestral stuff. It says library. There is something there you need to research, study, learn, and imagine. So there's something you need to learn, so go to the learning section. Don't go there to just read, but there's also something you need to learn about. Like I was just saying, learn your ancestry. Our libraries are full of knowledge that we forget that they're even there. We start Googling and all that, but guess what? The library has everything we need. Like, for instance, I really like the dummy books, right? And I called my local library, and I'm like, hey, do you have these dummy books? And they're like, oh, we have the complete collection. I was like, you do? And they're like, yeah. I was like, I was totally gonna buy them. They're like, no, don't buy them. Come check them out. Come on. And so something there is there for you that you need to go research and learn. Whether it be about your health, because maybe you're dealing with something in your health, or so I think some of you guys are dealing with something with your brain, like you're close to having a stroke, and I don't want to scare you or anything, but if your blood pressure has been high, you need to go start researching your own health. I know that was a hard message. I didn't mean to say that, but I feel like you need to go learn what proper vitamins and supplements you need to take for your brain, to get your brain right. Make sure you're taking your B12. All your Bs, there's more than one B. There's more than B12. There's B6, I don't know them all by heart, but I'm trying. B11, I think. I don't remember. And then Ferrari. Some of you guys, you keep on your path, you're gonna get a Ferrari. And that says, Ferrari. When we think of Ferrari, we think earthly, spiritual, the monk who sold his Ferrari for personal growth. So you're on the right path for personal growth. And take a minute to go do the research for your mind. And it might not be that you're going to have a stroke or anything, but some of you, your health is really important, and you guys have just been throwing it away like it doesn't matter. Like, keep drinking or keep doing the addiction that you've been doing. But like, I'm hearing that you can change it around. You just got to start pouring into your health more. Oh yeah, the monk that sold. Oh, and that, you know what else I get from this is I always run into well, this made me think of Guy Ferrari. Maybe you need to cook. Maybe start talk about the food you make. But also, I think it's Adam Ferrari for Phoenix Energy. Maybe you need to invest your money into Phoenix Energy or into gas and oil instead of into crypto or stock or whatever you're spending it on. Maybe and then it says, thought that came to mind, money, expensive things, living without note of situation. Just lost your mom. Okay. If you just lost somebody, so I make notes on things. It says, no home, no put. When you love and feel comfort within yourself, and you can do your money while you aren't doing. Oh, all right. So it's saying you're so worried about the little things instead of investing in yourself. And you really need to be able to invest more in yourself, such as Adam Ferrari. Like, he always pops up in my feeds. So, but I think I called there, and I think it's like you have to have $10,000 to start invested with like oil companies and stuff. But you definitely should look into investing in oil and gas, and maybe even buy your own property in Texas or something. Oh, this came out. I love my heart, and I love how genuine I am. All right, so this one, these are mostly from Atlanta, Georgia, and shout out to my Atlanta friends. We're putting their love back out there by speaking it out there. And you should be saying them along with me when you hear them. The universe is proud of your steps that you're taking. So whatever you're doing, keep doing. You're on the right path. And then Washington. Maybe you need to go to the state of Washington. Maybe it's been calling you. Maybe the beauty's been calling you there. And then you might be drinking too much coffee, and maybe that's what's causing stuff with your mind. It says too much coffee. As I have a cup of coffee next to me. All right. And then we got okay, it says forever is a very long time. That person isn't going to change unless they want to. You've loved them enough. Allow yourself space. Who you want wants you. So these are things we need to say to ourselves. Who, what, where, when, how, why. So when we start to ask ourselves those questions, like, do we want those people just because other looks or what we think they can do for us, or, you know, it's not always the case. And then go within, look at why it bothers you that you want that person so much, and or why that triggered you. You ever like have a fight with a friend or coworker or family member or relative, and you're like, it didn't go exactly the way you wanted it to go, and so you blow up or miss. So that is a trigger. A trigger is something that you have unresolved post-trauma from. And how we cure that trauma is by breathing through it, thinking through it, and start asking those questions in the moment. And so that's why we got to be so present in the moment, is so we can start breathing and thinking about, why is that triggering me? Why did the way that store person talked to me trigger me so much? Why did they get on me? Like what was it in that moment? Sometimes it's what they're going through themselves. So what I like to do is tell them to have a nice day anyways, because I feel like, for instance, I do a lot of sparking door dashing, and yesterday there's this girl and she's always friendly and bubbly and da-da-da, and then she looked annoyed by me, and I was like, what did I do? And I'm like, is that a trigger? That's a trigger. So then I thought, you know what? Maybe she's just tired of the job and having a bad day or something going on with her. So I was like, hey, I hope that you have a better day, okay? And so then she smiled at me and she said thank you. And so I could tell immediately that made her feel better. And you just gotta be careful of people's feelings, because a lot of times we're all going through something, that each and every one of us, no matter who we are, we're all going through a mental thing where we're trying to figure out, are we doing the right thing? Are we saying the right thing? We're all making adjustments with all the politically correct things. And then I find delight in small wonders of the right now. And then Miami. And it says, sometimes I can't read my own writing. It's not the people's fault that you love them. It's not their fault. The fault lies when God decides for the union to come together healthy, that's when it will come together. Or they're meant to fall away, not that they're wasteful, but they say at the wayside. But I think that's when you talk about your waist, like let them fall down. But I don't see it that way. I see it as, let them figure out their path, and when they're in a healthier place or get through what they're going through, that's when you'll come back together in union. And then courses. There's some courses online that you need to take. If you've been thinking about it, now's the time to get signed up for those, because now's the time to do it. And I got a song for you, Something About You by Jay Howell. Listen to it. I love the song. It's a really good song. I like the video. Most of the time I write down songs from videos that I like, that they have little stories, and I think the stories help. And then let's see. I know you're fearful of the unknown, and it's okay to work on our heart and mind comes changes. Believe in yourself more. Those fears keep you stuck. And I release self-criticism and self-doubt. And then that's one more. I got one more. I love you. So I love you guys, and I hope that you all have a great day. I gotta get going. I do DoorDash all the time, and I work on my business, but these are our messages for today. I hope that helps some of you. Oh, I'm gonna get one of my favorite cards. These are my own made cards. I do have other ones. I just don't get them all out. Focus on me. Focus on you. Focus on you, and it will all come together. You should be seeing 111 today. If you see it, make sure it's talking about unity, it's talking about confidence within, it's talking about using your intuition and to motivate your own strength. So as you motivate and elevate and come into you, things will balance out. If you like that one to come out, it says, if you keep carrying the bricks of your past, you'll keep building them the same house that fell apart. Change the bricks up and you'll get a better structure. And that's it. That's my last message of the day. And I hope that you have an amazing day today. And keep loving yourself. That is what we are here for. I'm Italian Pink. This is my channel. I am new. You might not like what I'm doing, but if you like what I'm doing, thumbs up, like, and comment, and subscribe. I need subscribers because I'm new and I'd like to be noticed. And if you like what I did, I surely thank you and I welcome you to my collective. And I cannot wait to communicate with you guys. Have a great day. Bye.